able to reach the Taco Bell process.
Sorry about that. I'm going to mute the first few minutes of me talking because actually
Something like a normal person does it, right? So, don't forget that the other standpoint isn't the same person. Deeper decides to give his Johnson in the Taco Bell battle. I would like to highlight how this maniac who wrote this took his time to describe the brain gap as weird, even taking some first. And keep in mind that Deeper is from the show. Anyways, Deeper is satisfied with just the feeling of his events. Decided to set his own thing. No, I'm not sure. But this one you should know that he did this several times, but he pushed this not too far. He wanted part of his Johnson, but that would be a full mistake. He also accidentally made his own thought off. Literally even turned enough lessons with Joe Rogan. I spread my legs around and I go ahead between the legs and he gets me out because I like to go on to this. After this, he desperately calls for help, but to no avail. Seeing that no one will come to his rescue, he starts slamming the back of his elbow with his hand, but ends up hitting the door to arm and diving. Yep, this is how our hero dies. Truly an honorable death. But wait, the story isn't over. Because now we have reached the part where Leo finds the lifeless body of her brother. Thinking, if never knows what video game, he might want to go down. I believe that in this situation somehow happened that falls is always be sad, suffering, and it really thank you, false. Hearing the sick crying of the person of one person. When she finds the first page, she, let's say, has a sweet moral animal, if you ever have seen. Although for a moment this fell short by remembering the Taco Bell uniform, but in blank. She tries to explain to the man what happened, but the man only had one thing in his mind. Kill her. And I think it does. But there are about 20 paragraphs detailing how his brain took her apart piece by piece, like she was a living character. After this memory label and enjoying it, so the red things the crime scene of things.
was it?
The fanfic ends with Soups eating a taco meal of the Deeper and label. Wonderful. And this was Deeper was the Taco Bell. Truly the most disturbing fanfic of all time. And both of them most disgusting. Created on Deeper. Some say that this is some type of shocking, which is like a story by intentionally shock people, but in my opinion, the author is really into the group stuff. Hello? I don't know that comics suck. And trust me, I'm an expert on this today. Love my very recent course.
Fuck you too then.
I'll spend things. Thank God, it's 7
There's a misinput, calm down! You calm the fuck down! There's a misinput! Oh my fucking...
It's ridiculous now. As soon as I did
Oh god.
There's a misinput.
but then until I reach the point of no return. Is that to me the comics is not refined, rewriting stars, and voice to move the cigarette. I thought that would be my last longhouse and comic video because I assumed I had already covered the most disturbing comics this shit full of the fandom had created. But what do you know? There's always a bigger fish. There's always a dark corner of the internet you haven't visited. Where there's a big even hiding. And it's really man is the public of today's video. A longhouse fan comics so misspelled that it led to the arrest of its creator. And as usual,
Oh my gosh.
and this movie man is the topic of today's video. A longhouse fan comics so misspelled that it led to the arrest of its creator. And as usual, we're diving into the comics. I gotta warn you about the disturbing comics and convention. If you're not new to the channel, you're probably familiar with this already, but if you are, just take a look and see if you're comfortable continuing.
Oh my god.
The comic, funnily enough, is just called The Love Comic. And if you somehow stumbled upon it online, you would probably think it's just a normal film-based long house comic, even though we all know those don't exist. I wasn't able to find the original website where these were posted, but it was probably on Tumblr or eBay by the user Jar Jar. He's also the guy who later got arrested. I was going to give you a tour of his digging farm galleries as his Tumblr company, but actually, you know what? Let's just get to the comic. The comic is divided into 4 chapters, and summarized, it's basically about how obsessed the lady is with Nintendo romantically, and how far she's willing to go to making love her back. And let me tell you right off the bat, she goes pretty far. Each chapter cover looks like a page taken straight from the Red's notebook. The first one pictures a sketch of Lincoln with a bunch of hearts and the next one, I love my brother. And there's also a little note saying, give it up to your mother, never have to cry. Which makes it pretty obvious that when wrote one of those Valentine letters away from school, but some teacher caught a glimpse of what she was doing and got extremely concerned and left the note with Amy saying, look, we need to talk about this. The first chapter starts in a really strange way. You walk in with a romantic. First, wakes up after being cautious and realizes she's stuck in a chair. And those from behind her goes, oh, you're awake. That voice is none other than Luann. She's holding a baseball bat, partially covered in money and blood. They are in some kind of sugar.
Fuck you too then.
Luann starts explaining that she's dating Ronnie and that she's leaving and points a bit closer. Ronnie's response to being attacked about being murdered is, how will Luann respond to a good joke?
Fuck you too then.
The last thing I would is to reach a part of their that's holding a baseball bat. And to no surprise, we were closer. I only did something like I had. After that, the man just goes home like nothing happened. She finds Lincoln crying in bed because he got a letter from Ronnie Ann saying she hates him. Plot twist, the letter wasn't from Ronnie Ann, it was from Luann. She also sent another fake letter to Ronnie Ann, pretending to be Lincoln, telling her to meet him in an abandoned warehouse, which ultimately led to her death. Well, that's on you. From the abandoned warehouse at night. That's a surveying shit. Red tells Lincoln a bunch of shitty jokes, which makes him forget about everything and to fall asleep in their arms. Meanwhile, Lucy goes to the warehouse and finds Harriet's corpse with the baseball bat still in her mouth. Lucy didn't just stumble onto the crime scene, she knew exactly where to find it, and she moves in it as well. She takes the bat, opens it, and places it next to Big Luxury while she's sleeping, because apparently the bat belonged to Leah. The next morning, Luke comes into the kitchen practicing some swings with the bat, which scares the shit out of the brains, since literally evidence from the crime she committed last night. She asks Lynn where she got it, but Lynn just says that she woke up and the baseball bat was just there. Well, this is believer, which starts a fight between the two of them. Exactly as we see it, right? No, she kidnaps on the own idea behind him. I don't like where this is going. She goes inside his room and asks him to listen to one of her poems. The poem she reads out loud is a metaphor to express her love for me. But it doesn't understand because it's a romance. So she just straight up says it out loud that she loves him and then goes for a little switching. And on the page of this chapter is her little red long system.
Go like that. It's a fan. Thing for my laptop.
So it does makes two things. First, it makes obsession with the second, she was very well timed.
Fuck you too then. Fuck you too then.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck you too then.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck you too then. It was a misinput.
Oh my god.
Fuck you too then. Fuck you too then.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck you too then.
Okay.